Yo, it's the MOE of that show, dope motherfucking hangouts. I go by the name of Simo, your humble host, aka Ayo Simo, I see a little podcast, aka the radio voice, but I got the picture face, that's all good and grace. Look, man, today, we rock the model that no one's got us like us, and when I say that, I mean that, because today in the building, I got one of my homies, man. This guy grinds every single chance I see him. I remember seeing him outside of the dispensary, like, yo, I got a show coming up, you wanna buy some tickets? Yeah, that was a while back, and ever since then, he's been on the grind, man. I got the Bandemic single music video out now. SonicDopeSeller, what up, my guy?
Good.
Remember that? You didn't think I remember that, huh? You was outside of the dispensary with it.
I remember you interviewing me when I graduated from CSN at Raw Remedies. I remember that.
We were at Raw Remedies, man. I almost forgot about that only because I interviewed so many artists that night.
Yeah.
Raw Remedies, after each artist went on, we had to go out to the front and interview them. And that was produced by my good friend that passed, man, Crazy D.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy D, I'm sure you remember Crazy D. He's all over Vegas, man. Rest in peace to Crazy D. It was a great night. It was a great night, man. Shout out to Raw Remedies as well.
Crazy D and Raw Remedies. That's where I met Crazy D at. I remember I performed with one of my homies, TR3. We got off stage and he was like, all right, Casey. Basically, this music, this hip hop is a gladiator sport.
Yep.
So you got to be up there sharp every time. You got to be up there ready to not even just compete, but just to present yourself to make sure everybody else around you is presenting themselves to the best level too. So,
Hell yeah. So that's what music is to you right now. It's definitely like a good source of competition. I know hip hop is very competitive right now, and when you're on that stage, bro, like, do you feel like you're the gladiator in the arena and everyone's looking at you right now? It's time to show out.
That's exactly how I feel. It's for one, it's a switch in a way. It's like, okay, now is a time to express. Now is a time to show your craft, and really all eyes is on you and what you're gonna do with that.
Yeah, 100%. So since now we're getting out of the pandemic into Bandemic, we haven't been performing lately. We haven't been at any shows, not that I've seen personally. The open mics have been shut down for a while. Now that we're coming out of there, like during the pandemic when they said no more performances, how did it affect you as an artist that you couldn't get back on stage, and how did your mindset initially change? Was it a little anxiety and a little bit of depression, like damn, I can go out there and do my thing, or was it a new opportunity for you?
Okay, so January of 2020, I dropped a mixtape, Jack and Beast Forward. I think I dropped it on January 30th. So my mindset was, okay, I'm at least promote and push it for the next 3-4 months, and go and perform the music. And pandemic happened mid-March. So by that time, I'm like, dang, okay, what? Still getting a loose feel for them. Okay, well, stuff's closed down, no more shows, no more this. So what else can I do? Well, I already been in the way of recording music since like 2016, 2015, and I'm the type where if the moment don't feel right, I'm gonna just hold on to it, and I'm gonna just wait until the moment is there. So I wound up dropping a mixtape in January, EP April 20th, another project in like June, and another project in October. So I think I dropped like 3 or 4 bodies of work just last year.
Nice, bro.
I did maybe about 3 shows from July until October at a hookah lounge, and
they're still rocking.
Yeah, they were still rocking, and it was definitely different. It's like, okay, well, do you want to go out and still expose yourself, or still trying to tiptoe and maneuver? In a way, it was depressing too, because it's like, dang, okay, like you usually want to get out and express and perform the music, but at the same time, it's like, go back in, handle the business side.
True.
Handle the business side, so I want to.
There's 2 sides to it. A lot of artists don't know. You gotta have your own development while you make the music. You gotta be your own manager in a way.
That's real. Own
A&R.
Yep.
Your own market agent.
There's another hat.
hats all day, man. Tell them, man. Some people, you know, artists a lot of times really just see the luxury side of it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'll make this hot song, I'll pop. You know, I'll make this music video, I'll pop. I'll blow up. But they don't know it's a journey. Because in your song, you said in the Bandemic, you said that 7 years in the making. Now I'm still here. 7 years in the making, bro. That's a long time.
7 years.
And here's what I have to say to that. For people who think 7 years is like the craziest thing, way too long, why keep doing it? To me, if I'm right, Kendrick Lamar was working on his craft for 10 years. You almost to 10 years. Kendrick Lamar worked on his craft for 10 years, and now he's #1. He's already labeled as a legend. He's up there with Hov. He's up there with Diddy in some cases, King of New York. But yeah, man. So 7 years we make it. Do you feel like your year is gonna be on the 10th year? Your year is coming up. How does it make you feel thinking back at 7 years? You came a long way. I'm sure of that.
I feel like the year is coming very soon. I've been saying this. Like, even though it's 7 years, I feel like it's 7 years being in the basement just to get to the front door and be able to like present yourself in a way that you have the confidence, you have the quality, you have the components and the people around you to operate as a machine. So it's like it's hard because it's like, dang, okay, you put all this work and all this music, and even now I was supposed to put out a project like Bandemic. My mindset was, okay, I'm gonna drop a single, but it's gonna be with energy of a project, so that okay, Bandemic's cold, next song. Yeah. But then I'm like, hold up, does all of the music match Bandemic?
Yeah.
Is the quality of it all the same? So that got to tweak in my mind a little bit because I learned a little bit more about marketing. I'm applying more energy and more pressure to just this one song. So it's like everything else. I don't want to sleep on that music and not put it out because I know the longer I hold on to it, I'm been in the studio 3-4 times a week for the past 3-4 months, still creating. So it's like that music is getting better, but you want to give your babies up until now some light too. So it's been a little bit of a tough balance, but I feel like you get better results when you give things energy and when you're contentful. So it's like, okay, well, Casey, this past 7 years you've been doing a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Sometimes not going as hard or as smart as you know you can. But I feel like now has been the year where it's like, okay, a little bit, a majority of the ducks is all in a row. You're starting to figure out the pieces that's around you that can amplify what you got going on versus just, okay, I'm gonna put music out, drop it, hope it goes somewhere. I know this, you gotta have a formula and a sense of direction, and
Right, because I like what you said earlier, backtracking to like dabbling in a whole bunch of things, wearing different hats, but you also split yourself thin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you split yourself thin. So once you get your formula, every artist has different formula. Once you get your formula, you know, it's there. You know, the research is there. You can do what you need to do, and it can something can happen, because I noticed with the Bandemic, man, you have a whole different avenue of how you're putting it out there, how you're promoting it. It's like it's your new formula, bro. I see it all the time on my timeline. I see Bandemic on my timeline all the time, bro. Yeah, so you got the QR codes, man. You got the merchandise. I like that. Bandemic. Yeah, so let's get into the single, my man. Hey, everyone, of course, man, check out Bandemic, man. You gotta check out SonicDopeSeller. Tell us about how Bandemic came to your mind now while waiting out this pandemic.
Okay, so in the midst of just doing a hard reset over the course of the past year and a half, I'm like, okay, let me, for the most part, when I put out music, I always go on hipstermiddles.com and find freebies, and I'll make music and put it out, bodies of work from there. But I'm like, all right, Casey, how about you take it to another level? You've been had access to Junction Sound, or you've been had access to the people that you've been surrounding yourself with or just hovering with. So how about you lean more into that? So I've been to my friends call me Corey from doing shows and beat battles at Beauty Bar. Beauty Bar closed down. Shout out Beauty Bar.
Is that on Fremont?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Next to the piano bar, across from what used to be Red. I don't know what it is now. But I've been low-key tapped in with him in the beats that he's made. So I'm like, okay, let me go in and cop some beats. So I got like 3 beats. He said they gave me one. And one of the songs I got was the beat is originally called, I think, Late Show. It's a West Coast beat. And I wrote to it, and I was trying to record it at home. And it's like some stuff, at least for me, I can write myself out of a song, or I can lose the feeling of it, or at least that's what I was thinking. Because usually, at least as in my recent music, I would just give it the energy that I feel like it needed then, and then I would be done with it. I'm like, dang, I haven't really focused in on a song for a good while. So from there, wound up writing to it. One of the original lines was 2020 was a year for my vision. I thought like that was something clever. Okay, the year 2020. And then I head on to the beat, head on to the song. I recorded a little bit of it at home, and then I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna force it. I'ma just pay for the beat. Let me just put it off to the side, and the energy is there, it's there. So I wound up going to California early March of this year, and I caught myself just being out there just to get away from Vegas and go hit the beach. And I was like, I'm gonna go to the studio, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It didn't fall through, it didn't work out. So I'm like, well, Casey, you know what? You got access to these studios, access to the resources back in Vegas. Leave Cali and go back and apply this energy that you was about to do out here. So I came back with the studio session, and then we recorded 3 songs with a engineer. His name was Angel, and Junction Sound, part of production.
Okay.
And so we did 3 songs. One of them was Bandemic, and I'm like, how is this about to turn out? Like, I wasn't feeling it when I was writing it, but I wasn't feeling it before when I was trying to deliver it. I'm like, Casey, at least that you gotta do at least half the song, and at least you have a product, and then you can base how you feel about the product versus how you feel about the process. So then wind up doing that, and then it being a Las Vegas producer, being a Las Vegas engineer, being a Las Vegas studio, I feel like the energy around it just became bigger, and I feel like after, okay, I heard it, and okay, let me figure out how to get this out now. Let me figure out how to process this, and I feel like it just kept on getting bigger and bigger. I had homies from Maryland that I've been tapping with for a year and a half, since 2019, and they came out here, shot 2 videos, and one of them was a Bandemic, and it's like, okay, so you see.
I do like the music video too. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. That was filmed out here in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Right off of, was it like Buffalo, Lake Mead, Tenaya area, and they sit there and shot that joint for me. Shout out School.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw Scoob cut it up, so shout out to you. I was gonna ask what that was, and then shout out to the producer as well.
Yeah, my friend's fucking Corey. His studio out here in Vegas, so we tapped in with him.
That's fly, man. Yeah, you didn't let it go to waste, man. The Cali trip fell out, man. Said F vacation, let's get back to work. And then you came out with a great product, my man. Yeah, and also too, man. Happy Father's Day, man.
You too.
I know we didn't get to link up before then, but you know, it was a crazy week, man. Crazy week sickness for me, man. Got poked. And you know what happened from there, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all watch out for that. Watch out for that poke, man. That poke will fuck you up, man. It is no joke.
The bounce back game crazy. Bounce back game is crazy.
So let me ask you this, man, because this is a question that I had out before, especially if you don't mind for like a minute, man. Being a creative, being a father, man. I had a little rant about this on my channel, man. How do you feel about blending those two together, if it's even a big deal to blend to you? How do you feel about blending those two together and then having to make the choice like, okay, look, you know, I definitely can create for as long as I need to, but do you ever feel like as an artist you have to feel like there's some change you have to make when it comes to blending in fatherhood and supporting your family and still loving how you create? Even if you didn't rap, you know, say like 4 years from now, could you change your avenue and create in a different way, produce, could you know, X, Y, Z? How do you feel about, you know, blending all those together. That's the question that's been on my personal mind for myself too at times. You know what I'm saying? I gotta think about it at times, but I want to know how you feel about it.
I feel like in moments. Okay, so my son is 2. He's turning 2 April 25th. I feel like being a father, being a creative, in moments, it does cross over. But I feel like, okay, in a way creative, you just, in a way playing. So the same youthful energy that you had when you're little, I feel like when you're older, it's still in a lot of people. But I feel like tapping into it. But then when it comes to maintaining your family or supporting your family and whether paying bills and doing all these things, it's like, okay, well, are you doing it more so for a hobby? Or are you doing it, not say just for money, but are you doing it knowing that you can get some monetary gain out of it? And for me, it was more so, I'm still learning and figuring it out, but it's like, how do you take it to another level, especially if you know you want to do it at the biggest and best scale that is possible. So in a way, I feel like it makes you be more selfish being a father, because okay, well, when your son or when your daughter needs you, they need you, and you can't shortcut that. But the moments that you have to yourself, you need that, and you can't shortcut that either, because you're no good to them if you want the best version of yourself. So it's like, you know, deep down, not even deep down, but deep down, toes to the top of your head, like, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to create this way, and I feel like you have to figure out how to do it and how to maintain a certain level of momentum. At the same time, grow your quality. And I feel like the same way you sit there and grow your child, your art and your craft is the same thing. Okay, you want to give your child the best shots. You want to give the best food or the best time, or take them to the fun places and express and enjoy it. So I feel like, in a way, they go hand in hand. And I feel like if you shortcut one, definitely say, okay, well, all right, well, I'm not doing nothing unless it's about money. Okay, well then I feel like now your craft becomes a different energy and a different focus.
Oh yeah, it's not the love anymore. You don't love it as a job. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Money.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, if you can get some money, if you know that you're source for it, you know your own value, then how do you go about getting that, and how do you go about demanding that? Yeah. And I feel like that's a new level. And the way I've been training myself for the past few years is, it's a bank account, it's a piggy bank out there, and you deposit your content, however it is, you deposit your energy, and whether it's in lump sums or it's in however you get it, it's going to come back. It has to. That's the way the universe works. It has to come back. So I feel like as long as you do that, on top of my grandma told me, Casey, put your son's needs first, and everything else will fall in line. So, okay, we've been doing my best to listen, and I've been getting the feedback and getting more results by taking my craft more serious. Not saying, okay, I'm just, all right, I'm doing this in this rigid, in this rough, but it's like, well, no, if I know that I can get to a certain level, if I know I've invested this much time and energy to myself, then why not try to do it at the best level that there is? Yeah. Same thing with being a parent, okay, you sit there and grow and learn things. But I feel like the moments you do like a sacrifice,
something's gotta give
at
some point, you know. And I believe in the end, you know, even if a little bit of time has been taken away from, you know, children, it is for the benefit of them, you know what I'm saying? So let's say you gotta go on tour. You gotta go on tour for 6 months, man. You know, it's time away. It'll be beneficial, man. Because like we said, man, we're almost to the 10 year, man. The peak, 10-year peak, Kendrick Lamar level, man. It's right around the corner. And your son is gonna understand that, and he's old enough too, huh, to understand some things. Like, yeah, you gotta go shoot some video. Now you gotta go and do this, man.
I had it with me when I was in Long Beach this past Father's Day weekend, Juneteenth weekend, and I had been known about an event in Limerick Park for Juneteenth. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go out there. So I had my son with me, and I had a family function to go to. And how can I go from Long Beach to LA in like 40 minutes? I know it's gonna be like a 2-hour turnaround, so I wanted to get in the area, maybe 2 blocks. And it was hard to get to the actual spot I wanted to be at. So I wanted to just park across the street from like Crenshaw High School. And I had these cars on me, my son was with me, so we just hopped out and just put them inside the car windshield and just walking with me. So it's like, okay, I was only out there maybe like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and just giving them to people that were going to the function or leaving the function. And it was like, okay, like, by having a child, I feel like your lifestyle does change. So I'm not out here doing the crazy act. Like, kids bring a certain level of a protection. It is on top of you needing to protect them. I feel like when you're proactive, the things that you're doing is already puts a shield or a veil over. So it was dope. It's like, all right, you have a baby, and people are like, such a cute baby. It's like, hey, Paige have a cute baby on the street team. And so it's okay, those moments where they're crossing, he don't know what's going on. He just getting there. I was like, well, you sit there, gotta find a moment.
That's one of the perks too. They could be our little assistant, you know, a little partner.
Yeah, dude, that's what you're doing for.
Listen, man, I'm very happy, man, that you stopped by and talked with me, my man. I'm very happy for your success going on 7 to 10 years. We're almost there on the corner. But very happy you got a healthy, beautiful son, my man. You're still out here doing your thing, balancing the work-life flow, my man. Before we get out of here, I want to go ahead and do what I always do with every guest. I want to take a deep dive into the mind of Casey, aka SonicDopeSeller, and we're going to do it with a few lightning questions, man. I don't want you to think too much about them. I want you to give quick answers,
okay.
and we're gonna know how. We're gonna see. We get to know you a little bit better, man. This is of course either or lightning, man.
Okay.
SonicDopeSeller, is it like it hot or cold?
Hot.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Do you prefer singing or rapping?
Ooh. Singing.
Okay. You like the R&B, vibes?
I do.
Books or audiobooks? Audiobooks.
Ooh. Audiobooks.
I'm the same way, bro. I can't, something with me, I don't know, I can't turn a page and really focus on the book. I gotta listen to something. You know?
Don't back and play it.
Do you prefer a phone call or text?
Phone call.
Okay, interesting. Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat?
Twitter.
What's SonicDopeSeller's pet peeve?
Dang, what is my pet peeve?
Something just like can't stand the cringe.
Operating in a lack of mindset. Operating in a lack of mindset.
I like that.
Operating in a lack of mindset.
That's unique. So real quick, tell us a little bit more about lack of mindset. What does that mean?
So, looking at the cup half empty, it's like, okay, no matter the resources around you, if you focus on what's there versus what's not there, then you will get better results. So,
I like that. It never heard the answer before. That's why I'd ask you about it. Okay, what do you find oddly satisfying?
I find oddly satisfying.
It's a weird one.
Sour candy in the freezer.
Oh, wow, sour candy in the freezer.
What does it taste like? See, it's a little bit firm, but it's cold and it's sour, man. You gotta try it out.
Religion or atheism?
I'll go religion.
Okay.
Religion.
All right, and last but not least, most important, really quick answer. What is the end goal for SonicDopeSeller?
What is the end goal?
Reserve.
What is the end goal? Shit. Not even leave. Establish something that can be passed down, what is through inspiration, monetary. Well, I say the end goal is continuing where my parents are leaving off. Like I feel like they're doing their best to set me up and set themselves up to be in good situations. So it's like, well, Casey, all right, take the time and run with it at your own pace in your own direction, but knowing that it's not just for right now, it's for the following. It's an infamy. Ooh, I like that. Infamy.
You know why? Because that's sort of what I believe too, man. We leave something behind when we leave and we go. We don't want to be the people creators. That's why I love talking to creators. We don't want to be the people that just pass and kind of get forgotten about later on, because life does go on. But when something plants into the ground, man, it's here forever, bro. I love that, man. I like that answer. It was amazing talking to you, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, SonicDopeSeller. Go ahead and tell people really quick where to find you and how to locate you on all platforms, my man.
So y'all can find me at SonicDopeSeller, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Go run up that YouTube. Go subscribe. Go monetize that joint. Squad Burgers, that's the label. Shout out Hugh Stewart. Go check out Hugh Stewart for some merch, some hats, some t-shirts.
Yes, sir. Y'all, of course, can find me at www.moreofeverythingmedia.com. I go by the name of C-Mo at first pick C-E-E on all platforms. MOEX Media. Hey, we've been chilling over here at Yellow the Photo Studio, man. We appreciate y'all for hosting us today. Go ahead and hit that comment, like, subscribe, all of the above, man. Let us know what you think and keep tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Before I sign out, man, I give you guys SonicDopeSeller performing Bandemic right here on Mo Media. Signing out now. Peace.
Say couldn't let a good pandemic go to waste, so I got in my bag what I got in my bag. Whole lot of big moves all in my bag. Whole lot of breakthroughs all in my bag. Couldn't let a good pandemic go to waste, so I got in my bag what I got in my bag. Whole lot of big moves all in my bag. Whole lot of breakthroughs all in my bag. Hit up all my brothers and we linked up. Everybody around need a business and a Brinks truck. I won't do it for you, I will show you I can help you. It's all in my actions, if you watching I can tell you. Every year is a year for my vision, won't feel listen. Can my vision to myself so I won't hear no different. With some power how I do it, I'm the hardest with this music. When you smart with your money, you can turn up and go stupid. Say couldn't let a good pandemic go to waste, so I got in my bag what I got in my bag. Whole lot of big moves all in my bag. Whole lot of breakthroughs all in my bag. Couldn't let a good pandemic go to waste, so I got in my bag what I got in my bag. Whole lot of big moves all in my bag. Whole lot of breakthroughs all in my bag. Squad Records, I started that, I got my own label. Only real raps on my notepad, no fables. Money on the table, that's a bag that I work for. I ain't going back to work for them, cause I'm worth more. Took a lot of time and lost some investments. Money on the way, break it down, stretch it like Sanders. Militant Panthers, I don't do standards, are they high? Kept my vision to myself, can't knock me cause I tried. I'm a light in this city, I move right in this city. Ever since I've been in Vegas, I've been striking this city. I raise your vibes with these words, all them lies to the curb. I ain't cursing this verse, I make it move with my words. Do I got what it takes to run a label? Yes I do. Peep the growth and peep the development, I'm not settling. I've been working 7 long years plus, I think I'm better than all my opposition, I'm my competition. Couldn't let a good pandemic go to waste, so I got in my bag what I got in my bag. Whole lot of big moves all in my bag. Whole lot of breakthroughs all in my bag. Couldn't let a good pandemic go to waste, so I got in my bag what I got in my bag. Whole lot of big moves all in my bag. Whole lot of breakthroughs all in my bag. My bag. It's a lot in my bag. My bag. It's a lot in my bag.
What up, y'all? It's your man C-Mo. I appreciate you for tuning into Mo Media, where no one's got us like us. If you enjoyed that hangout, you need to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You need to go ahead and hit that bell so you see new videos from me every single week. You want exclusive content? I got a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mo Media. If you just want to support, if you just want to see more of me, you need to hit that link in the bio to help me stay afloat.